Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. We have come that the will of the Most High may prevail. Radio Biafra is unorthodox. The way we do things are markedly different from how others do it. We are under divine instruction. We have come that IKECHUKWU may take control of these very proceedings this evening, for we are nothing without him. O Elohim, unto thee we repose all that we are. Do not allow your children, IPOB, to be put to shame. Do not allow us to be devoured by the hands of the wicked. Do not allow us, O Mighty One, to fall prey to those who do not know thee. You will deliver us, not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy. Hear our cry and our supplication. We are not armed. We have not killed anyone. We have not jailed anyone. We have not done anything at all to warrant the level of destruction and carnage being visited upon your children. The same way Israel suffered, so is Biafra suffering today. And if you, Elohim, can deliver Israel, so will you deliver Biafra. That is our hope. That is our anchor of everything that we hold dear as a race and as a people. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today Israel is here as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise thee. We have come to honor thee, that your name may be glorified, adored, and praised forever and ever. Ise. I welcome each and every one of you, wherever you are all over the world.
Good evening. He said to that wonderful prayer from our Supreme Mazi Umeh, Kanu. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. My names are Mazi Umeh. I reside here in the United Kingdom as one of the humble servants of indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of the Incorruptible leader Mazi Nnamdi. Today is the 15th day of year of our Lord, July 2023, and I'm reaching you out from London. Tonight is going to be another wonderful interactive section. For the first time, we allow people to call us in tonight, but I have to go through a lot of stuff before I will allow the people to call us. The lines are not open yet. Probably you see the flyers, but don't call until we ask you that the line is open. Tonight, as you all know, we normally come up with monologues. My monologues tonight is going to have a breaking news, which I'm going to be breaking later. But first of all, as traditional requires in this platform, that as we're standing in the gap of Radio Biafra, now we must remind you why we are here and what we should do at all times as a member of the indigenous people of Biafra. Tonight, I'm going to be taking you through into so many stops. But before that, I just want to remind you your commitment on this struggle. And at this point in time, if you look back, those that still standing strong should remember that our leader Mazi Umeh is still languishing in the SS dungeon, and he has never wavered, he has never succumbed, neither has he said he's tired. So my indulgence to you tonight is to remind you the oath you have taken is a promise we made. And I want to remind you again what the enemy has done. The enemy within that led by Chief Cabal, member, the guidance principle that Madam Oyibo, I won't be able to read all this tonight because normally we do always put them up and wait because we always bring evidence with us. But I'm going to stare through them tonight to just remind you to make sure you're standing firm because we are getting to that promised land. Regardless the machinations of the enemy, at the end of the day, IPOB must triumph. And at this point in time, I want you to rest assured that Mazi Umeh Kanu has never wavered. Neither should you. Because at the end of the day, the primary concern that we have is that Biafra shall be restored. And as it stands right now, regardless what anybody might be thinking anywhere, the primary job that we had is the Onyendu must be released unconditionally. Forget about the shenanigans. Don't listen to anybody. I want to indulge Biafran tonight. Hear my sound of my voice. Every single human being across the globe that understand what freedom fighting is all about shall stand up and be counted. I'm going to be playing a couple of videos tonight because we're going to allow our people to call in and interact with us. But before then, I want to say that regardless whoever or whatever you do, I want to say something. Radio Biafra was a place that we don't discuss about our internal affair in Radio Biafra. Uchomofo will never allow me to do that. We have never called anybody to lynch anybody on Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra is sacred. That is where we worship. Lo and behold, the Cabal hijacked Radio Biafra and have turned it into where they now send signal to the zoo, even to the extent to make a pronunciation. That is where they are sending people to go and kill our people. Openly, they don't hide it, to lynch our people on Radio Biafra. So I want to tell you something tonight. That it shall not be as business as usual. Because IKECHUKWU have had our prayers. And I want to remind you that for some of you who was not with us in 2015, the metaphor or the mode of operandi they're approaching with there's nothing different from what they have applied on 2015. But I will come to that when we're going to show you the breaking news tonight. Then I'm going to explain more. But as like we always promise, we definitely going to remind those that are under oath what their responsibility are. And I'm going to say tonight, Nnamdi said, and I'll quote him, that if they don't give us Biafra, that Somalia will be a heaven. And we are on that stage right now. And Nnamdi said that I will read from the front, I will come back and I will call he said, I will come back and I will call with her with me. As you can see. And I want to tell everybody, anybody that is doing something on their own, nobody have the right to tell you not to do what you want to do. All we want is Mazi Umeh to come to release unconditionally. Whatever you do on your own is entirely up to you. IPOB is standing on that particular platform. It was built non-violent. ESN was formed to safeguard our forests and bushes, to safeguard our farmers, mothers, brothers, and sisters, that the Fulani terrorist has invaded our land, and it has done marvelously, because we are the only species that stand up against the menace of the Fulani, with the hegemony themselves that have taken over everywhere in the zoo. Now, I want to say something. One thing you must bear in mind is that I want to remind you what Gowon said after 1967-70. Say, if I had known that Igbo man loved money so much, I wouldn't have gone to war with Ojukwu. I would give him money to go and fight his brother. Now, I want to encourage those. Doesn't matter if you're doing the wrong or bad. I don't care anymore. The time to judge people on what they do in the name of release Mazi Umeh has gone and passed. What we are asking for is that Onyendu must be released unconditionally. And bear in mind that Mazi Umeh's fundamental right has been trampled upon. Onyendu was kidnapped, tortured, and rendition. Rendition is a crime against humanity. That's a state crime. Government banditry. That is what rendition is. So we cannot be law-abiding citizens while they're holding our leader. I want to tell you one thing tonight. One thing they're trying to do is to break Onyendu. They want to put our leader in the position of Abiola. They want to test us and see what our people can do. They want to know how we are going to react. And let me tell you something. What they have succeeded in doing, and we are saying no to it. And that's why I'm calling every single human being. Because what is happening? Biafra land is in full autopiloting. Nobody is in charge. Anybody somewhere issuing press release is bunkum. Nobody is in charge of Biafra land as it stands today. And I want to warn, this is just the beginning. You see what is happening in Biafra land it should be a child's play. Go and mark today's date. Write it down. Like our leader normally said, I said, write today's date down. What George Ume said on this platform. I said, today, if they did not release Mazi Umeh, what you saw in Biafra land is a child's play. And what is going to metamorphose in Biafra land, and it's going to go across the zoo. After the zoo, it's going to be around the world. Remember Al-Qaeda. When they invaded Afghanistan, invaded Iraq, there was no suicide bomber across the globe. I want to warn, this is not a joke. Mazi Umeh should never allow to die in prison like Abiola did. Yorubas compromised and sold their own. Abiola died, they compromised, they gave Obasanjo presidency. We do not want any presidency. All we want is release Mazi Umeh, give us a day for referendum. And I want to sound it as a warning, Biafrans. Anybody, anywhere telling you not to get up and do something, that is the best. If that person is close to you, chop off his neck. I repeat, any man or woman telling you not to do something you can do on your own capacity, chop off that person's neck, because he's our primary enemy. As it stands today, we have given everything. There is no court, there's no judgment that will get Mazi Umeh out. They will systematically want to break our leader in prison and poison him. That's why they refuse to give him his personal physician. And we say no to it. I don't care what you do. Not in the name of IPOB. Remember Uchemofo? Everything they have done in 2021, 22, 23 is the same thing they done in 2015. There's nothing different. I will explain it tonight. But the only blockade they had there, obstacle they had was Uchemofo was there. There was two hierarchy in IPOB that was standing on their ground, which is Uchemofo and Madam Nyanya. These two humble servant of the religious people. Forget about what Uchemofo have done. I don't care what he's done. But I'm telling you tonight, because I was there. As I am here now, I will explain to you. So what I want to tell you is this. Mazi Umeh shall never allow to suffer alone in USS dungeon. Forget about it. Biafra land can never be peaceful while Onyendu is in prison. Because Onyendu committed no crime. We asked them quietly, give us a day for referendum, and see the ironic thing here. There's never a time you had any Fulani man, even the so-called vice president, these are Boko Haram sponsors. They never point on their own people. Ask yourself question, why would someone you don't know who it is pointing at our people? They have killed so many people under the name of Biafra, they pronounce their name. Even Nnamdi have said it. That they were mentioning name, mentioning phone number, giving addresses to lynch our people publicly. So now you are the one now fighting the enemy that has pinned our people since 1945. It doesn't matter what your brother did. You go back inside the house and solve it. You want to escape yourself from that. IPOB is not a terrorist organization, but the comments you have made already have pronounced you as a terrorist yourself. China, Samoa, whatever you are the first person that initiated killing Biafrans. Onyendu said that we shall not kill our own. The first person that started killing Biafran, killing ESN commander was China Sanwo-Olu, including Double Lion. All these people was humble commanders under ESN until Onyendu was kidnapped. China Sanwo-Olu want to wangle his way. You want to become something you are not by force because you guys already told Mazi Umeh have. It's out of the way now. Your plan has to work. But I'm telling you tonight, you see, one thing you cannot take away. You see what's happening in Biafra land is a child's play. I keep on telling you people, go and study what happened in Sierra Leone and Liberia. If you didn't know what happened in that country, right? You people don't, if you guys don't want to see demon. You people don't want to see. You see all this one thing, it comes to the, you see all these things you're doing. When the real men emerge, I don't know where you're going to be because you know what? Nobody knows who you are until you show your face. Then we have a conversation. That is one thing I want to make abundantly clear this evening, that every Sunday must stand up on their feet. Only Mazi Umeh must be released. I said unconditionally. And they give us a date for referendum. Any other thing, if you whatever you want to do it on your own, not under IPOB. But you are entitled to go on rampage because only must be released. Mazi Umeh must be, I'm saying it again, Mazi Umeh must be released. And Soludo was the only man that had that balls to come out and told them, if you want a sustainable peace in the Southeast region, that Mazi Umeh must be in that table because there's no other person. He has said it. Give option. So what they're trying to do is to subdue Onyendu into Sokomo. Apparently killed him because what they're using now to any voice that can say to this Mazi Umeh, they will use your own brother to subdue you. And we say no to that because if anybody kill your brother, my brother, hunt his own brother and kill his own brother. If you kill my family, your own family will not live. That is how it's going to be until people come to their senses. I'm not scared to. I said I'm not scared to die. 1998, I flew Sierra Leone. I met war in January 6. I will tell you the story what I saw. I survived it, and I'm not bragging. The people themselves know who I am. So any of you thinking that we are here for joke, none of you know who I was. But I'm telling you today, be very, 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 very careful. All these things you guys say, see all these militants you want to bring to Biafra land, and now you are the one that are now going about killing Biafrans themselves. Pointing finger on our people is unacceptable. Onyendu said, it doesn't matter what you see, you must shut your mouth and close your eyes. It's none of your business. You are not, Biafra has not been restored. We've got no business with the zoo, military, or what they do. We are not going to be there leading the informant. No, let them freaking go and do their job. Your job is to secure our bush. End of discussion. Anybody doing something in Biafra, I said, any man or woman that preaching against this man, that person is those that sold Onyendu. And I want to say something tonight. Remember when they were accusing who sold Onyendu, who didn't sold Onyendu? Till tomorrow morning, Kanu have never mentioned one day said SYZ sold Mazi Umeh. Even there was one of the interview I listened last week. One of our brother in Canada. They still saying that until Onyendu came out. But you can see people pointing finger on him to show you that this man knew exactly what happened to Onyendu because they planned the same thing that happened in 2015. They told me, George, don't worry, things are going to happen. But we told them nothing will happen. And exactly what we told them, at the end of the day, we win. We are going to win again. And I want to indulge every single one of you to fasten your seatbelt because this is just the beginning. This is a preamble. Because at the end of the day, people understand that this war, it is not going to be only in Biafra land. I'm telling you guys, like I said, I repeat again, this will metamorphose from Biafra land to the whole zoo. After zoo, this is diaspora will pick up his own. Mark my word somewhere. I will stop here for now. Now, tonight, I got a couple videos to play before I will go into the main thing. But before that, there's a breaking news. There's a breaking news. And I want you to listen to this breaking news because I'm going to break it to you for a second. Then we will take it from there. fellow comrade, I just want you to know that this is a breaking news today, and every single IPOB member that listens to the sound of my voice, the real IPOB members under the leadership of Mazi Umeh, it is my pleasure to announce to you that Onyendu have now authorized a new radio, which is Biafra radio, and it is on Google app to start with now, and weeks and days to come, it will be unveiled. Now, I want to make a comment concerning radio, the importance of radio and media in Biafra struggle, because this is where Onyendu started. And Onyendu said that the social media was created for us, because that is only mouthpiece. The mainstream media will subdue everything we do, just like BBC did in 67 to 70 after they murdered our people. Now, I want to explain to you the reason why it's very, very important that every single one of you go and download this. Remember when the issue, when it was outside our former app, Radio Biafra, there was an issue on it. Now, the hijack of Radio Biafra started when they went to change Onyendu, struck Onyendu's name. As moment Onyendu was rendition, they have said the first move, there are a lot of things they've done. UK here, remember the UK saga about striking Onyendu's name from company's house? It was because of radio, because what they do, they struck Onyendu out from 3 companies we have in the United Kingdom, and they merged other companies, including Biafra, under one company. Now, Sophia Kanu, a South African woman that married a Nigerian person, become the director. A common secretary become a director. So that was the plan. That was the issue of them striking Onyendu's name out of Radio Biafra was one. 2 was when the DSS, Malami or whatever they call his name, what is this guy? Their former lawyer asked Onyendu, are you still the leader of the Incorruptible of Biafra? Because if Onyendu could have gone to court and they asked him that question, whereas Onyendu wasn't in any way, shape or form, you can't see in black and white that Onyendu is still the director of Radio Biafra or IPOB Worldwide CIC. It was when Mazi Umeh brought this to the light and broke that news, all of them become mad. But as you can see today, they have taken Radio Biafra, they have hijacked Radio Biafra, and I want to remind you what happened in 2016. The same thing happened in 2016. They wanted Radio Biafra at all costs, but the obstacle they had was Uchemofo was there. They could not get to Radio Biafra because Uchemofo was the man. And I remember vividly, when Radio Biafra International was fronting, the person that posted the flyer in our coordinators forum then, principal forum there in UK was Imam Mez, late Imam Mez. And when I saw it, I picked up my phone and called Barrister Imam Mez. I said, Barrister, what is this he posted in the forum? And I said with a very calm voice, I said, can you guys go and solve this issue, please, on the hierarchy? I remember his word. He told me that Onyendu have approached this radio, that Uchemofo was deterrent. It was lies, because they had an agenda. The same thing has played in today. But the only thing that is that now Uchemofo was not there, the whole gang of criminal ganged up, and they're boxing to a lot of people. They hijacked our radio. Anybody that does not say what they want, they will kick you out. Or lo and behold, like Onyendu said, I have 3 plans. Those that close know 1. My deputy know 2. And I know all 3, and I will apply them all. That's what is happening today. So I'm announcing to you, Biafran, that you should go to Google Play and download Biafra Radio. That is the new approved radio under the leadership of IPOB. The Radio Biafra London is seen is no longer the Radio Biafra. You are warning everybody tonight, take it to bank. Radio Biafra London does not represent IPOB, neither Nnamdi Kanu. If you go there and listen, that is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's teachings or anything that has to do with IPOB. We don't call enemy to go and kill our own. We don't call name of our people on the radio to zoo, military, and the police to go and kill our people. We don't discuss affairs of IPOB on air. I remember Radio Biafra, if Uchemofo will ask you which zone do you belong to? This is the question. I remember the day Imam Mezu came on Radio Biafra and telling our people, to attack the police and pick up their guns. Uchimofo told him, you cannot say that and say this on this platform. If you want to do anything, step out of IPOB and go and do whatever you want to do. And that is the IPOB, and that is what we know. Because we must censor, check every word that comes out of our mouth, especially in our mouthpiece. So this is the new mouthpiece of IPOB worldwide, and I will indulge every single one of you tonight. Make sure I've downloaded this app. Make sure you download this app and wait for the next direction. That is the breaking news direct from Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, fellow comrade. And may IKECHUKWU continue to give our leader the strength, because Onyendu, regardless what is happening around him, he still stands firmly without no shaking. And there's something I want to show before I continue, to show you how tenacity that our leader is. And this is Meme. Meme went to see Onyendu on the 13th of this month, 2023. And this is his write-up. He said, just met with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Umeh. He was so happy to see me. He inquired of everyone how everyone has been holding up. In his word, he said, I am not going anywhere. He said his incarceration is for good of everyone. He earnestly wishes that it is well with everyone, which of course is not well with everyone, because there's enemy at the gate within. He said every single individual has a pivotal role to play in this struggle, and urge all to continue to uphold the faith without causing pain or harm to anyone. Holy, holy, holy. Do you understand what Onyendu said? Not causing harm to anyone. Onyendu, this is word of our leader. Onyendu said, and I'll quote him by what Meme said. He said, and I'll quote, he said, every single individual has a pivotal role. Every individual has a pivotal role. Mind your own business. Do not trespass in other people's affairs, what they do. Onyendu is in prison. If you don't have a direction to get Onyendu out, get out of the way. Onyendu has said, he said, every single individual have a pivotal role to play in this struggle, and urge all to continue to uphold the faith without causing pain and harm to one another. China Sanwori, you have killed our people enough, and the worst thing is that your pseudo Chikerozem, you have murdered our Onyendu is saying it, repeating again, here again. We don't cause harm to our own, regardless what they have done. There's no one Boko Haram that any Fulani man have pointed finger and said this is a Boko Haram. And we have not seen it. We have not seen it. If you see one, please help me and show me who that person is. Well, this is our leader's word. And Jimako, of course, continued to tweet about Onyendu. You know what I mean? The only elephant in the room. So, and that is why I call Onyendu. So at the end of the day, what can we say? That our leader must be released, regardless what anybody thinks. Now, before I go on to play a voice, there's something I want to read in our code of conduct. Because anybody that called himself an IPOB member and forgot that IPOB was found under a structure, I don't know what else you want. I want to read this particular paragraph. Very, very important. Before I know that tonight I have to allow people to call, so probably I'm not going to be able to read the law of it. So on the section 2 IPOB command and control policy, subsection A, appoint and dismissal. I want to read the power to appoint, suspend, and dismiss erring principal officers first exclusively on the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, in bracket IPOB, Mazi Umeh, except and to the extent he clearly delegates the power to any other principal servant. Now, the reason why I read this paragraph is very, very important to us to understand. Onyendu can easily appoint somebody automatically, a national coordinator, what it might be, or it can be retrieved back when Onyendu now has said so. That is one thing I must let every sundry know. Now, there's something I want to play here. Listen to this video.
Busted criminals, ndala mad people. My people, Chike is a criminal. For receiving 2,000 euros monthly, he is a born criminal. And anywhere they see him, I will get him arrested. Because he's a criminal. He will come and prove what a freedom fighter is receiving salary. Or my look on now. Go and find work. No. You will come on radio Biafra and tell us. When I say that anyone receiving money in IPOB is worse than Boko Haram, I never know that even the head of the Directorate of State, Chike Doziem, is worse than Boko Haram and this swap. You just carry Boko Haram, make a Directorate of State, carry swap, make a head of ESN. And they are sucking IPOB. You cannot see the money. Men are not on our grand now. My phone now. Mail give videos of our men upload here.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
He could make IFC say in order on time. I be ankety. I be ankety. The thing I not eat saying. Who eat is deep. Eat is Nimebone question by does they try how to resolve question on time. This Kanu family question, the leadership question, draw matters in the Kanu red line. Since draw matters in the red line. Since Abu Normal on the Nyana look at the IPOB, then Nyano Nimenga until Amalo the leadership or recognize the Amalo message question pass, a book question pass message. Once or realize it for move.
It's very important, Biafra. You know, like we don't say things here without evidence. I played the first video, you hear the why. This is the first individual. IPOB, destabilizing IPOB, this particular animal here, this guy that traveled through Libya, drinking women urine. 80% of all these animals drink women urine when they were struggling to get to Italy. Now, this animal is seen here because we are the gatekeepers. Every single one of them, Nnamdi say once you're out, you're out. If you want to come back, you have to stand from the queue. You go behind. But every single thing about norms of IPOB has been broken. That's why we're in a mess. Because when these animals sold IPOB out in the name of autopilot, then they made a 360 degrees. Then the Cabal brought them back in and now give them an individual oath. You know, the societal now, the devil's alternative is what they have taken. This guy is telling you that they should leave Mazi Umeh to die in prison until Nnamdi accept it. That is why I first of all read our code of conduct. Chike Doziem, including every single principal servant in IPOB, Nnamdi appointed and nobody was voted in. This is the one thing. How daft these individuals are. I haven't got a clue where this individual comes from. Can somebody help me and ask them to go and read our code of conduct? It doesn't matter where Mazi Umeh is. The power to sack and restore is bestowed on Mazi Umeh till tomorrow morning. Now, I think everybody heard what the guy said, that Nnamdi, they should leave Mazi Umeh to die in prison. That is what he said. It is not me. But he heard what he said about Chike Doziem. Chike Doziem is receiving 2,000 euros. That is his salary he was paid for. We are paying Chike Doziem. You can't deny that. I check. Vegetable was getting paid in IPOB. And ironically, Chike Doziem, the Director of State, signed the code of conduct, but they cannot uphold it. People forgot him. One of the things that made Chemofo back off in IPOB because of code of conduct. He was meant the one to sign that code of conduct. But things he found there, he was not pleasant with him. He walked away. They didn't walk away. They were holding back because they were going to be used as a willing tool. But it is very good for them to use their mouth to say it. It is not me saying it now. It's one of their spokesperson has spoken that Nnamdi should be left. Kanu family should have been given boundaries. Someone that employ you now, give that person boundaries. Only God will save us. But I want to listen to one voice again before I move forward, please.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Yeah, Simon, the good one. I tell you, waka. mkpunye afa the good one onwe anything ndị IPOB furu ha kwuo taa ka anyị ga-ege IPOB ọbụla ya ekwu anything contrary to ihe Simon Ekpa na-eme onye ahụ abụrụ sabotua sabo ndị nnukwu because na ekwesịghị aka ana Igbo jụọ oyi Nnamdi Kanu agaghị anọ n'ime ana Igbo ajụọ oyi maka ihe ha kwuru.
You know what? The reason why I play this video here is not for anything, but it's for obvious reason. Because some of us don't understand what it's playing in. A lot of people know the truth, but some people don't want to talk about it. There's another video I'm going to play quickly. Before I will ask people to call in, I'm going to put the number on the screen. If you want to call in, you can call in. But actually, to be fair, I got a lot of things to deal with tonight. Now, what that guy said, I don't even know what his name is, about Simon Ekpa. I want to play somebody again say, that's what I said. It doesn't matter what anybody is doing now. It is not you IPOB that is going to go and chastise those that are doing things on their own. As long as you're not doing it on the IPOB. Government in exile, I think this is the fourth one, and it has got nothing to do with us. It's got nothing to do with IPOB. I'm not bothered about it. But listen to what Onyendu said here. I think let's listen to Onyendu before I go forward.
Before you begin to contribute into the commentary, there was a comment that somebody sent to Radio Biafra. His name is, I think, is Evans. I've forgotten his surname. He was saying something to the effect that
on this particular video, there's something I want to highlight here. If you're looking at this video, you will see there's some posts down there. This particular post was made, and somebody was suggesting, and it said, Biafra government in exile was formed in 2007. Radio Biafra London was established in 2019, and it says sponsored by Mossab leader Chief Rafu was wicked. That's fallacy. You know, this China Sanworu share this thing you see here is what they wrote. Onyendu have given us the background of what transpired in 2019 about Radio Biafra London, because the money was Wike used wasn't was Wike's money. That was the money they gave him to go to America for lobby. And he went to American lobby and they drove him away. I knew even the people that were involved, I've spoken to them. Now he came back to UK here. Onyendu was on a verge on getting radio. It was 6 months, but they paid for the airwave. After 6 months, they back out. Is it how they sponsor Radio Biafra? And now, look at the write-up the guy put up there. The guy said, Biafrans and all of us of freedom. For those claiming they are confused, my brother, this is China Sanworu. You are not confused, only that you are greedy of power and envy. Behavior is what is leading you astray and to destruction. When people promise you audio Biafra independent through their audio government in exile by one room prime minister, you fail to reason rather than causing nuisance with your little brain. Now, the point I'm making here is this. Onyendu have given a standard order, which I'm going to come about. Simon Ekpa is not a problem to IPOB. This is why you guys must know. Even the message Meme brought again, Onyendu reiterated there that every individual have a pivotal role to play. Simon Ekpa and his group now are the Biafra in exile. It's got nothing to do with IPOB. And anybody anywhere pointing finger on them are the primary enemy of Biafra. I said it, I repeat again. Anybody anywhere pointing finger on someone on their own doing something, they are our main enemy. If you found them, don't let them go. Hold them because they are the one holding us. Listen to Onyendu. Biafra in exile has got nothing to do with us. It's not our interest. We don't have treated this matter, but I won't allow this to play. It's got nothing to do with us. It has got nothing. Onyendu is leader of over 70 million Biafrans, so you cannot control what the people do. You cannot. We have fractions. Nigerian militants, everybody have their own there are commanders, there are so many commanders everywhere. And they were fighting for one cause. They wasn't pointing finger to go and kill their own. They don't. Even as they're guiding pipeline, they don't kill themselves. They don't do that. So why is you pointing finger on people that is you disagree with, killing them in the name of that you want to help them? Help them do what? Are you the security? Don't forget all the things you guys have told us. Chikapolo Edoziem told us that to hang Biafran flag, to mark Biafran flag, Fulani cow meat does not sell in Biafra land. National anthem, not in Biafra land. All these things are fallacy. The other day, he told you about Upper Atlanta. It's now new trade fair. All these things are bogus bollocks. So that after when they speak, because they want to purport themselves as they are not in charge of Biafra land. They are not. Listen to me. Nobody is in charge. Chika Paul Edoziem and Gango, they are not in charge of Biafra land. No IPOB will come out and say he's in charge. They're not in charge. They are not. They are not. Biafran people are in charge of Biafra land because now Biafrans know that these people are the greatest enemy that we have recorded in the history of our struggle. And Mazi Umeh was released unconditionally. I want you to listen to Onyendu, and I will move forward.
Why is it that when we're talking about supporting Radio Biafra and what Radio Biafra is doing, and this nonsense about people forming Biafra government here, Biafra government in exile there, and all that stupidity, when there is no Biafra yet? Why is it necessary that our people must be deceived? Why are we prone? Why are Igbo people, I'm not saying other Biafra nationalities, why are Igbo people prone to being deceived? Why do we accept lies more than the truth? You can look at the other criminal groups that they set up that crumbled. What happened? What type of madness is that?
This is Onyendu's advice. What I'm asking now is that why is Simon Ekpa is now your problem? Why that Onyendu are putting the memo here, the 12th commandment of our leader through Palestine Emeka Ejiofor, where Onyendu specifically said that DOS should not respond to Simon Ekpa no matter what. That's a direct order. That's a law under IPOB. Every IPOB member that said that you love Mazi Umeh, when Onyendu pass order, is a law. I said, when Onyendu make a pronunciation, it becomes automatically a law. You are being told DOS means the body that governs IPOB. So when Onyendu pass that direction, is IPOB worldwide at large do not respond to Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not our problem. If you want, he formed another 10 government in exile. Whatever he command and do, that's the fair leadership of Paul Chike, because if they were doing what they're supposed to do, they disobeyed Mazi Umeh. They turned Biafra land into autopiloting. And today, they have got no control over anybody. Anybody they have control is those that buy the church card. No sensible IPOB member will turn around and tell me that this individual, the ones abroad, the ones that are seeking asylum. The categories of people that still listen to what they say is there's some confused ones. But the ones you see on the social media jumping up and down, these are the ones that are forfeiting their bill. The ones they give him letter to go and get asylum. No man can never bribe those to follow him. So I'm saying it loud and clear. No sensible IPOB member will look at what is happening and he tell me that you're looking at this man that all the things you have listened to Onyendu is still making mistakes. This particular look at this animal here. He's talking about Simon Ekpa. His brother Ifeanyi is the one killing people. If time permits me, I'm going to play Onyendu's voice about Ifeanyi. But why I put up this here is because Onyendu have give standing order. I know that this guy is under influence of alcohol and drugs at every given time. But they must understand because they don't value what Onyendu said. But I want you to say something before I'll continue.
Nigeria hapụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ka mgbakọ unu nke bụ eziokwu. Ife Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ejibeghị okwu okwu bụ maka ebe ọ nọ. Ebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nọ, anaghị ejinwu phone eje ebe ahụ. Anaghị eji anything ga-record nwuo voice ya eje. Mana nke bụ eziokwu bụ na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu eziga ndị oyi ezi ozi ka ha zie Simon. Just that because of relationship Simon nwere with ndị ozi maka na onwego mgbe Simon sị na ya lezi ego na ya raise about $20,000 nye ha for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case. Mana o doro m anya na ndị emerimasị n'ụlọ ya o nyere ego riri ego riwa ya anya ọnya nwa kpatara Mazi Nnamdi Kanu zie ha ozi ha zie Simon egwu ama nkwe ha bịa depụta ya maka na ha depụta ya Simon eteghị ule.
For those who does not understand Igbo, I don't want to use words. These particular animals are talking beneath this video. The guy was speaking Igbo and he was talking about Simon Ekpa, being passing message to Simon Ekpa. That's the reason why I put up, and the lawyers are not passing the message. But this one that was on the public domain, that is official, have they themselves listened to the voice of our leader? So how do they think that any message that comes from Onion is meaningful to them? Do you see how double standard these people are? I don't know how they reason, because their processing, brain is where I don't know where they have left it. The guy is just actually abusing himself about getting message from Onyendu. Onyendu is no longer, I thought you guys said Onyendu is no longer in charge. So why do you need Onyendu to speak to Simon Ekpa? Do it yourself. You guys created the chaos. So solve the problem. But I put all this here for this guy to stop ranting. Simon Ekpa has got no business with you guys. IPOB is on his own. Government in exile is on his own. So what is your problem? I don't see any issues with that. And all we want is for him to be released. 2017 will have our vengeance. We don't know who they are. So we want something to happen to our leader to come out. Simple as ABC. And how it happened, I don't give a crap about it. And people are going to die. That's one thing everybody must know. When you say they will kill us, we'll kill them, and Biafra will come. But it's not you people. Because when you guys continue doing what you guys are doing, to call people to lynch our people, things might turn around very, very quickly. I'm saying it here. For you guys coming out already, Biafra, mention people's name and giving their phone number and address to Zoo agent to go and lynch them and kill them is unacceptable. That's not IPOB. And that's not what Onion do from IPOB to be. And that's not what ESN for. Because I know that a chunk of ESN you guys are controlling. What you do, over time, you guys will go and gather some rubbish people. They kidnap them. Why don't you show us the picture or the gun battle between you and Fulani? Where is the Fulani that you rescue them from? But when they caught our people, they will parade them. They will kill them. You guys will be shouting behind them in the van. Where is the Fulani herdsmen that you guys rescue those people that you send you rescue? Over time, you saw you guys shooting the cow. You pay for the cow and kill cow. Never see you shot a human being, shot person directly. All this state manager will keep quiet for a long time, but enough of that shenanigans. You rescue, the ESN rescue our people, Fulani kidnap. Where are the ESN? Where is the Fulani people? Did you show us the video where you were battling with them before you rescued them? Walking from bush where people now kill you. You think we are daft or stupid? Where are the Fulani people that you battle and rescue those people for? Or the cow you shooting that you paid for? At the end, when you kill the cow, you still take the meat. These things are very childish. I know enough of it. Enough of this nonsense. We don't want this anymore.
Simon Ekpa enwere only unknown gunmen. He onwere unknown gun women. That's the reason why ebe ọbụla ị nọ nkata Simon.
I need granules. So that is what I do.
Anyway, I'm not going to allow this video to play. I've taken what I want. As you can see, these are the problem we have in Biafra. These are the informants we have in Biafra land. They are the ones that are passing information to suit our people. So what they are doing now is it's like someone talking to Onyendu sometimes, recording Onyendu voice and take it to the DSL. This is exactly what they do to our leader. If you see now this is happening here, this is exactly what they've done to Onyendu. I have to be fair to everybody, because it's not you to be the person to be working for the zoo that are killing our people. I don't care what the person is doing. already said that we cannot kill our own. So if now their job is now to be pinpointing what our people are doing, then we'll have a big problem. Because this is going to be very deadly. It is going to turn to something chaos. I'm saying it loud and clear. Now, I'm going to put up a number here for whoever that wants to call in. I think I'm going to be doing intermediary because I said we're going to take a call today. I'm already 1 hour in this program. So let's see how many people that may probably call in, and we'll see what we can do going forward. Because at the end of the day, I don't really see. I've got a couple of things to do, but I have to see if anyone want to call in. You can call in. Or should I just put the flyer on top of the here, so it's easy for you to pick it up there. The number is quite there. Anyway, you know what? Let me put the number. I have a number where I've written down. So the number is there, but I think I need to do something. I need to put it up so you can see it. It's tickling, but let me take out the tickling and just put it directly. Instead of putting the flyer will be harmful. I still got some things I want to talk about, but like we promised tonight that we're going to take some calls. So if you want to call us in, it's only WhatsApp number, and it's here. It's plus 44740 45049. Only WhatsApp calls, and anyone that calls in is just 5 minutes. You're allowed to speak. It's an interactive section, but because we have a whole lot of stuff today to deal with, that's why I have to talk about it. We don't normally come on air often, so it's just on opinions and general views on IPOB, on past events and the recent one in IPOB. So if you want to give us your perspective, you can call in. So I will continue doing what I'm doing. The line is open. So if you want to call, you can call in, and we'll take your call as you call us. So yeah. Now I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, and the number is there on the screen. So whoever that wants to call in is fine.
Or Media International.
I'm not at all. What should I do? It's what we expect to have. But I want our people to be very calm. I want Biafra land to be calm and peaceful. Calm and very, very peaceful. We are fighting to defend our people, not to kill them. Yes. We are fighting to defend them. That's why I'm here. Yes. And we'll continue to do so until we get victory.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Yes, sir.
So where are the camp? Tell us, where do you guys camp?
Our camp is there for back of that police station of Afata, but how long now? Since 6 or 7 months, we don't have any camp now.
Why? Why not get camp?
Because of Iran. Police, they find me.
Okay, that easy, the way they kill that time. Your group, your men follow now. How will I kill them?
Yes, now my men will go Holland. The person will shoot the heads and a free man. Free man with the sky and the number 1.
Who they sponsor you?
Now China Sanworu.
From where? Where is he from?
In that blood.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Me.
No,
yes, the Chinasa.
Chinasa. I just now as a DOS commander.
US commander for what now?
From ESM.
So how long has this been sponsoring you guys?
Getting to 2 years now.
Him and who?
Him with OK Foreign.
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Sir?
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Yes.
He sponsors the people to carry out.
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
which
sir.
other people where they follow China as they sponsor?
Only OK Foreign with the China where they sponsor us for blood. The other man for village here now, Italy's one issue.
From where now?
So what? Which reason is it giving you? Which reason is it giving you guys to go and attack all this place?
China the reason when they tell us, they say this is Babago people.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
But down home, the people.
You know, this is an old video, but there's a reason why I play this video, because we need to go back from basics where our problem started. These internal killings in Biafra land. Chiga and Samuel have murdered so many ESN commanders, including the Double Lion. Some of us shouted on our top of our voice then that the guy was a criminal. But lo and behold, it is not a criminal, because if me, myself, George, remember that here in UK, if I was happened to be in Biafra land by now, they could have killed me. Because it's open. They call him DSS for our people, and you can see the guy they caught. He mentioned names of people that are sponsoring them. They said they killers, all these things, they swapped it under the captain. You don't talk about it anymore. Why do you think they're not doing it anymore? It's because she has always working for them now. The reason why they don't talk about these issues anymore is because China Sawolo now is one of their agents. China Sawolo, nobody knows who he is. You can't lay your hands on say, okay, this is China Sawolo. It's just hearsay. And that is why now Chike Dozie, the poor and vegetable now is underground. Ostinaba, nobody knows that one. The other one is going about like like Chinch, that nitwit, looking for where there's money, because they're scavenger. So, but I just want you to remember, Ejima made it open that who are their sponsors to people to internal kill in our land. Mention China Samoru and bloated okay for him. The man got that lives in what is it called? What is this country? This East Europe. This is Europe again. This is one of these East European countries. I forgot the name of that country. So it's very important people to know. And at this point in time, all these Ohanes and Libo and whatnot, we don't want to listen to whatever these people are saying, because these are confused old idiots. All we want is this Mazi Umeh. They're playing games. The games is not what is going to save everybody, because it's going to get worse what is seen in Biafra land. What they see in Biafra land, right, this is just a joke, because people that were quiet now, no, they're no longer quiet. And so much men is going to go into bush that be dissatisfaction. There must going to be more fractions. That no one can stop it until the day he brought Mazi Umeh out. This Mazi Umeh come to the table, give us what we want. All we want is referendum to ascertain and determine our own fate as a group of people, as a human being. So I just want to, the reason why I brought that particular video back is that people to remember, because our people always over time they forget. They're quick to forget things. But at the end of the day, we don't forget things. We remember things. So this Ohanes Ndibo video, I won't be playing it because it's a very long video. So it doesn't really make any. It's not attaching to what I want. Now there's a particular one I want to listen to, and because no one is calling, so I think
International.
Kika isira before Joe Osuto and Nami Muru na amụ nwa. Ajụjụ nchọ ka ụfọdụ ndị ọchịchị anyị jụọ onwe ha bụ nke mbụ, ma anyị nwa ma mma mmadụ, maka ọ na-aba na-ekwu ya ọ dịka, mana mgbe ụfọdụ ekwueta okwu ọ dịka ya sị na o nwere eziokwu dị n'okwu a. Ajụjụ na-abụ nchọ ka anyị jụọ onwe anyị n'ọnọdụ anyị nọ na ya bụ nke mbụ, kedu onye lere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu? Nke a nke mbụ, maka aka na-akọ akọrọga n'elu akọrọga na akọrọga n'elu akọrọga na ịchọ ka asịrị bie ọ face to face. Mmadụ na-abụ na-akụ asịrị onye akọrọga ebe onye akọrọga ebe a, kpọta onye a, ekwena ka onye ama na ịkpọrọ onye a, ekwena ka onye ama na ịkpọrọ onye a, face to face asịrị ebie. Kedu onye lere ya? Nke a bụ ajụjụ nke m. Nke ịbụọ, kedu ife ejika jidi ebe ahụ ọ nọ? Maka ọ bụrụ na ụfọdụ ndị ọchịchị anyị azara ajụjụ a, ọ dịka ya asị na ife a na-ekwu n'eziokwu dị na ya. Ife mmanụ ọchukwu ma nke onye na-eme.
For those that are watching us that are not listening, the Reverend is talking about the issue in Biafra land, specifically for Onyendu, and it's fundamental question that is asking, that is bothering every single one of us. He said, who sold Mazi Umeh Kanu? For those that play nonchalantly, and no one is in support of violence. I'm not in support of violence, but you can't take that violence away, because that is the only thing that people have believed that can make you to listen to them. As it stands right now, because we're giving every legal means, we have exhausted anything we have. So what do you want to do? What they want us to do is to back out. Then now they will kill Onyendu and now compensate you with presidency. It's not going to happen. If that happens, the whole world is going to be aflame. And it's a promise. Listen to him. I just want to explain for those who are not listening in English. That's basically what this Reverend is asking and questioning our people, because at the end of the day, that's the question that has been answered. I know he's speaking an Igbo language, but there's a particular video I want to listen to because I don't really want to dwell too much on it, you know.
A na-eti ha na ndị agha obodo a mana nke anyị bụ Igbo enwe eze a na-ekwu bụ kwa ụbọchị ị na-eme ka ọha.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
There is a man called Ifeanyi Ubah. They said he's from Nnewi. As soon as this whole thing started, he went about lying to the presidency of the zoo that he talks to me every day. I have never in my life spoken to Ifeanyi Ubah before. I have not. He kept using the name of IPOB to extort money. Very comfortable individuals in and around Nnewi during this period. He has been going around duping people, obtaining money from them with falsehood, because he claimed that he will defend their properties for them and prevent our angry young people from attacking them. And he told Asorok that we speak on a daily basis, that he is in control of what is happening on the ground. That was the man that when this road...
I hope everybody's listening to our leader about Ifeanyi Ubah. The role Ifeanyi Ubah played about Onyendu rendition. Ifeanyi Ubah never had a direct contact with Onyendu. Onyendu was rendition. And exactly what Onyendu is highlighting here is what he's doing today. Because he's trying to play that game that is going to protect their properties for them. Because at the end of the day now, he is the one now championing that they want to go petition Finland against Simon Ekpa that is doing, you know, apparently agitating for his own freedom as well, because he's agitating. He's an agitator. There's nothing you can say about that. And so Onyendu know who these people are. But listen, Onyendu just give a justice about Ifeanyi Ubah. Ifeanyi Ubah's private jet was what they rendition our leader with. And you see the one that lives in South Africa every day shouting like a mad dog. The monetized page he is, because this is why you see him every day talking. Every second they have to post their content in their Facebook wall for them to be able to eat. Because without that, Facebook are not going to pay them. And it's about time some of Biafrans, because only we say our people are domiciled and imbecilic. But it marvels me. The what marvels me is that giving this guy the coaching, I say, well, nobody knows who he is. But I know that few full hands they have employers. Some people want to listen to garbage you want to talk about. The point is that you don't know who this person are. He doesn't have the ball to sit down as I'm talking here, speaking to you. So Onyendu knew. And it's very imperative that our people understand. That is why everybody must fasten their seatbelt. Ifeanyi Ubah is a common criminal. But let Onyendu do justice on him. Because it's very, very important to listen to our leader.
Started what he was the one that was seen distributing 20,000 naira each to some hooligans. Very, very sad indeed. Those people that later on decided to occupy the road leading from Onitsha to Owerri, that necessitated or warranted the order that I gave during one of our emergency broadcasts that they should clear from the roads, which they did. If you know this man, Ifeanyi Ubah, who is from Nnewi, you go and warn him. All those stupid politics and games they play, we don't play it. We are IPOB. We don't play all those. They can play that nonsensical games with the hotelier. Not with us. If you have been deceived into thinking that Ifeanyi Ubah has the ear of anyone, not even the unit coordinator in his village, then you are grossly mistaken. We don't know who
I think he had our leader said it, even a unit coordinator in his village. But today, the one in South Africa is openly supporting him, even when they were campaigning, the guy campaigned. Oh, the dogs are wise. It is very, very important because, you know, people like us, we don't waver. Because we learned, we graduated in Radio Biafra. Which our heart was open and our ears was widely listened. That is why we cannot claim that we are confused. I will never be confused, not in this struggle. Not with Mazi Umeh. I haven't seen that thing that will confuse me. I will keep quiet for a while to ascertain. As long as I know the truth, leave the rest, because the hell will let loose.
Who he is, and we do not care to know who he is. The people of Nnewi should please take note and stop giving him your money or allowing him access to whatever influence that he thinks you may be able to wield in Abuja based on these lies he's been propagating. We don't know who he is.
Our leader have spoken. We don't know who Yoruba is and those that are supporting him. And they instructed them to go to Finland and they all bombed up. They went to a walk of shame. It is quite pathetic. Anyway, let's listen to this last video. I'm going to do justice to it and I'm going to end this program.
For the presidency or the federal government to wade into this crisis. And one thing that keeps reoccurring is the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will draw an analogy with the biblical injunction that you try.
There's a reason why I want to listen to the chunk of what this guy say. It makes a lot of sense. I want to do something there we all need to go home with. Very important.
Separate the wheat from the chaff. Now, there are so many armed men, non-state actors, camped in various bushes and forests around Southeast, claiming that they are agitators and that they will not stop the unrest until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. There have been several statements issued in the past. In fact, the consensus of opinion around the Southeast is that since there is a key actor in all of this, who is in detention and who purports to be the reason why these criminals have been engaging in the form of criminality that they are doing in the Southeast, that there is need for President Tinubu to intervene by releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that there can be a serious roundtable discussion around the Southeast. They were making the call, even aware of the fact that there are proceedings pending in court. If the federal government decides today that as a matter of urgency to hearken to the calls of various leaders and stakeholders from the Southeast, there are options available. I'm a lawyer. The Office of the Attorney General of the Federation can withdraw the charges preferred against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can be
so that is the prayers of the
issues.
Leaders of the region, including Governor Soludo.
Yes.
That
what we've been
asking. And
yes.
Also, one of the prayers, yes. I mean, because I've spoken to Governor Soludo about it, is that it could be handed over to him in the government house.
That's his request.
So the question is that if the President Tinubu, for example, grant that request, will that douse the tension?
Yes. The most important thing.
You're 100%?
Yes. You know why? Governor Soludo has persistently maintained that we need him on the table because the issue of insecurity in the Southeast is one that calls for serious dialogue from every stakeholder concerned. If you have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the table and he comes out to say, okay, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been released. Now, he draws one simple point. Any other person, any other group, no matter the ages, no matter the agitation you say you're doing, once you still remain in the forest or in the bushes, it means you are no longer probably agitating for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now we label you a pure criminal. So let me deal with you decisively.
Let's anchor on this point. I mean, on one hand, the the clamor for the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
That's one arm.
Yes.
Which there are those who say it might not solve the problem because there are guns already in the hands of some element. Because you have also ascribed the fact that there are criminal elements who are also masquerading as agitators.
Yes.
So how do you clean up the Southeast region? Because all of this scenario had brought this tension in the region.
Now,
and don't forget, there is a Simon Ekpa.
Yes. These are the issues. These are the
in Finland.
Of course, these are the issues. Because
are you able to control a Simon Ekpa who is giving orders for people to sit at home?
All the orders Simon Ekpa has given are all geared or purportedly geared towards the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
There are some IPOB members that are denying that Simon Ekpa is not a leader of their group.
We have one Emma Powerful who issues statements here and there. But the fact.
Do you see how this is a lawyer? You know, do you see how he described one Emma Powerful, show you that this is not that people are watching. Even the state actors now knows because our people we've got common sense. The man said one Emma Powerful. The guy have one small phone shop in Ghana. You know, when they send him €200 or £200 every month, he's in the safe haven. I mean, writing junk, not following instructions. But look at how this man have described him. You see how you waved him away? Then I will continue to listen to the man, what the man is saying. Because we need to listen to, you know, neutral people, their own view. Their own view is what matters in this case now. What matters is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, that thing is secondary. I don't care how it happened, but it must happen.
Fact remains that whatever Simon Ekpa is doing, whether rightly or wrongly, as much as possible, I've not come to apportion blames. What I've come to do as a concerned Southeast stakeholder, whatever statement that has been emanated from Simon Ekpa in the past have all been geared towards the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ordinarily, you solve that problem.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
He had what the man said, not me saying it. Very, very important. That is why it doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter what anybody's doing. It's not on the name of IPOB. So what is your problem? Whether bad or wrong, whether good or bad, it doesn't really, nobody cares anymore. And the truth is that everybody must intensify whatever they are doing. Like I said, if you double whatever you're doing, those that don't want to come out, double it. Those that want it to come out, double it. Because Nnamdi said, if you know what to do to be able to come, do it. And if you know what you should do to be able to come, always do it as well. This man have now just waved the so-called dogs away because he know that these people are no longer relevant. Because people in Biafra land are sitting at home by themselves. They initiated it at home in Biafra land. And people adopted it. And as they go by, now the body language of those holding our leader says that we are not going to leave him. Even though they violated his fundamental right, kidnap him and all whatnot. And he telling me about people that are suffering and people that are dying. Who cares about all this? I don't care. My primary concern is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. And like I said, he's going to metamorphose to something that is global. With time, he can be shouting on the radio, hiding somewhere. Isn't going to solve anything. You keep people will hunt your own family down. Will start hunting each other's family down. It's very simple. Maybe that thing you think you know. I don't know where you started knowing what is going on, RPG is all about. But like I said, go and do a proper research. You live in Arab, but people know something, they don't really say it until when things are right. But this man have now just washed you guys in the toilet. Let's listen to this criminal. Ejiofor is the common criminal. This is the problem we have in IPOB. Now, I want to show something here. You see, what they want, they were questioning about UK, our case in UK, what it stands for. Every day they are going to the filing case in Federal High Court. And who is paying for that filing case? Is it filing it free? They're getting paid. Case you know that is not going anywhere. That's not even wasting our time. Court cannot give us what we want. Fundamentally, Onion is not supposed to appear in any court in the zoo. If you said it from day one, there will be a trial within trial. Onion do have no case to answer. Because before he established his suing all this, where did we get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from? How did we get him? It was kidnapped. It's a crime. The first thing he should do is return Mazi Nnamdi to Kenya. So forget all this shenanigans going to court is waste of our money. This guy is been sacked, and now he can, I want you to see him. Now he went to interview in one dacha like that. You know, look at his belly, what belly? A very wretched individual. Overnight he breaches his face and doing what not. Ejiofor is a criminal. He don't see Onyendu. Onyendu don't want to see him. That's fact of life. I don't want to see this idiot is in here. Because everything he has done is to destroy IPOB. Listen to what he's saying. Their problem is Simon Ekpa. And now they're making it prone to people now to know. Just like this man here is a literal person telling you whatever Simon Ekpa is doing, whether bad or good, purportedly to lose Mazi Nnamdi. He's a Biafran. Every genuine Biafran wants to end out. Because they have paid that price, so much price that we cannot sit back and our two parents have died. So you want to tell me if Mazi Nnamdi die tomorrow, everybody will just go inside and sleep. Is it what he's telling me? Is that what he's telling me? I don't want to say something. Listen to the idiot. Look at where they put it. His mouth is not even to the microphone. The man is restless. He's just there. He's nothing to offer. Which court are you seeing? What are you seeing? A man who lost established 2017 that Onyendu house was invaded. He was granted an interview to remain relevant. He's a sack compromised criminal. I have criminal case in Abuja.
An application was filed last year by our lead counsel, Professor Michael Zekomese, also, which seeking for an order of mandamus to compel the SSS to allow Mazi Nnamdi access to his medical doctors and also avail us of medical records and other.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to this guy. Amadio had killed this guy. Chineke na all this guy na Ejiofor. Amadio have about this guy. I don't like to say things on people. Look at what is yapping there. Are they asking DSS to grant Onyendu to see his personal physician? They blocked Onyendu not to see his personal physician twice. DSS has given the permission. This legal personnel, Onyendu requested for them. They went there, they blocked it. And this is what is going around and granting it. The rest of things he's talking about Simon Ekpa. So I don't really want to listen to it because he went to interview. The case they went out, they've thrown the case, they've thrown it out. They've thrown it out. Only these fundamental rights have already been filed on why have won, which they said only 1 billion naira or whatever. Ejimaka have done all of that. Ejimaka have filed that case. A man who doesn't know what extraordinary nation is now is working from his sleep, jumping up and down in filing case. Filing which case? Filing which case? Supreme Court has nothing to offer us. September they're gonna come up with something. So we don't depend on the court anymore. So it has come to that level that anything you know you should do to make sure Mazi Nnamdi can release, go ahead and do it. Anybody anywhere, and my own is that whatever you must do to make sure that our leader is caught out, do it under your own, on your own banner. IPOB is peaceful, and that's how we kept IPOB from inception. But it's not the duty of IPOB to hunt people down in our land, because when you guys initiated this manhunt, it will escalate. It cannot be only in Biafra land, because now we'll start asking questions. We'll start asking questions. We are not the one policing for the zoo. You don't have government yet, so everybody must buckle their shoes and their buttons up and be counted. It's got nothing to do with you. You to be pointing fingers on people that are fighting to lose their own leader. Mazi Nnamdi is not just the leader of IPOB. He's the leader of over 70 million of Biafra. So there's other flags, other fractions within outside IPOB that are fighting for Biafra. It cannot write them away. 2017 they want to see Onyendu. There's so many groups. And Onyendu welcome all of them. So you have got no right to be the one now leading the zoo police and army to go and kill our people in the name of say, oh, it's not IPOB. It's not IPOB because of the evil people have done. You're trying to clean up the mess you have started. You started killing people first. It's on record. So you cannot use that to cover your own evil. Now they have indoctrinated you guys to become the real informant within. or what we are saying here is that Onyendu must be released. It is not something to compromise. It is not something to argue. And my stand tonight is that every Biafran, man and woman, wherever you are, you must stand up to be counted. In days to come, Biafran Radio will be launched. Go and download the apps. Like I told you from the beginning, this message will reach to the grassroots. Forget about Radio Biafra. There's nothing they're talking about there. Radio Biafra London has been hijacked by the Cabal. These are criminals. There's nothing they say there. That is where they lead people to go and kill our people back home. You know, so that's not why Radio Biafra was formed. This is now it is sponsored by Ifa Yoruba. It had what you said about Ifa Yoruba on this program. So my plea tonight to every single one of you is make sure you key in to what is coming from this platform, because this platform is standing in the gap of Radio Biafra. Before Biafran Radio will emerge, and we still broadcasting simultaneously through the same auspices of that Biafran Radio. Just to take note of that. Take note of that. That Alpha Power Media will still be broadcasting through that same auspices of Biafran Radio. But when that is being launched, every IPOB member will be notified. People in Biafra land will now direct you, and when the radio station is started, everybody will know. So, but we're giving you heads up because this is a standard order from Onyendu. Radio Biafra London, it is not our mouthpiece anymore. It has been hijacked by hoodlums. Chinas are so-called the faceless animal, nobody knows who it is. How can a criminal that hiding his face will be coming and be talking and listening to him on what he has to say? A man that directing the zoo agent to go and murder our people, label them whatever they want to, and they think this is what we are fighting to get? Of course not. So if they want to turn the gun to each other, then so be it. Like I said, the killings is not going to stop. The only thing that can stop the killings is the release of Mazi Umeh, because the country is lawlessness. Firstly, they kidnap Onyendu, that's a crime on its own, and we have followed them legally, and they said no. So what anybody can do, my own personal view is that I'm not going to stand on your way. All we want is to release our leader and give us a date for referendum. And I'm going to wrap this program up here with our leader's prayer. Today is another wonderful day, and we've done justice to it. And most importantly, that we must continue to pray for our leader and pray for the men of goodwill as well, those that are working seriously to make sure that at the end, Biafra is restored and our leader is released unconditionally to join us again, health and healthy, not those that are wishing him death. As you can hear, the one female urine drinker that lives in Italy, one wretched animal, said that Onyendu must listen to the order of the leadership. If not, they should leave him in prison to languish there and die. All these talks, the DSS have listened to numerous things he said about Onyendu. And that is why they're holding Onyendu, because the guys have told them that we have left him there. He's on his own. So we break him down and kill him, because nobody was going to rise and do something. You guys are lying. Something happened to Mazi Umeh. I'm telling you the truth. You know, some of us today, we are talking just to talk. People will be lynching themselves home and abroad on the street of anywhere we are in the world, because we know who our enemies are. It's not a joke. I say people will be killing each other on the street of any country we found each other. The world will see something they have not seen before. The world will witness something they have not witnessed before. Because there's no need to leave. I thank you for listening to me. And IKECHUKWU will continue to protect and guide every single one of us and keep our leader for us till Biafra is restored. For me from here, good evening.
Onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya. onye duru ndị ya n'ụzọ ije si ebe niile dị iche iche ma ala Biafra anyị na-enye gị otuto anyị na-enye gị nsọpụrụ anyị na-enye gị eja n'ihi ihe gbasara IPOB zuru ụwa niile onwe ebe ọbụla ị gara ga ahụ IPOB nwa ụmụnne n'ime nzọpụta na nwere onwe Biafra anyị ji ofu obi were ịhụnanya were mmekọta nwanne na nwanne wee na-aga ije na-asị na ọbụghị mmadụ dị n'obodo anyị na-asị na Biafra ka kapịta nke anyị ise ọrụ bụ ndụ mere ndụ azụ nwa mmadụ nwoke ọ ga-adịrị Biafra na ise ihe Chineke nna nke kwuru nye onye obi ya nwa na onwe ya kere anyanwụ ka anyị na-elewa n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu sozi nwere onwe Biafra as na Biafra ga bịara ya ise.
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them.
So what is this? What you like? What you like is the public. What stupid country is that? What stupid country is that? I'm killing my people. They are killing IPOBs. They are killing my people. After killing my people, you tell you to them in secret. The person is mad. Mad, completely mad. Tell me, that's what I said. That he is mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. Biafra will come.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International. Biafra Alpha Power Media International.